one instance in which I've had, I guess, some racial tension between me and another person. My guidance counselor in high school, we had an opportunity to organize and order a priority what colleges we wanted to go to. My top college was Chapel Hill. My second one was UNCG. My third one was NC State. I'm from Raleigh, so I didn't really want to go to NC State that bad. Forgot to throw that in there. Anyways, and her being a white woman looked at me and she said, well, you know, have you considered North Carolina A&T? No offense to you students. But at the time I was really concerned with A&T. If I was going to come to Greensboro, it was going to be at UNCG. And after she asked me, you know, and advised me that I should be considering that, not only did she say, you know, maybe take Chapel Hill off the top of your list, but apply to A&T anyways, because if you get in there, at least you have that as a backup.
I think racism exists because of ignorance. And when I say ignorance, I don't necessarily mean like stupid or dumb. The actual definition for ignorance is the lack of knowledge. So a lot of times it just deals with people's upbringing, not knowing about a certain person's culture.
Why do I think racism exists? Probably because a lot of people, it's hard for people to understand. I mean, we look different, but it doesn't mean our personalities are different. But it's hard for people to understand other people if they don't see a similarity between each other. So that's why I think it exists, and I think it's dumb, but
that's a tough question. Do I believe everyone has a little bit of racism in them? I believe more so on yes. It goes back to, like I said, ignorance, you know, in our upbringing, not knowing, you know, we're not going to exactly assimilate to every culture. What do you think? Do you think everybody got a little racism in them?
I think based off of the way our society is structured, everybody has just a little bit of racism in them, just based off of making an assumption. You know, we say don't judge a book by a cover, but as soon as you tell somebody not to do something, that's exactly what they're going to do.
I think one of the things that will help stop racism is probably, I think getting people involved with each other, having like events where everybody's invited, like encouraging people to hang out with each other and like interact with each other. I think that's one of the ways that can be stopped.
I don't think it's anything you can really do to stop racism. I think you can do things to kind of minimize it. I guess like have more cultural events where you can get people together to understand each race to kind of, you know, to minimize. But I don't think it's just something that's always going to be there. It's going to always be those people who just going to dislike you for the color of your skin.
No, I don't necessarily believe that there's anything we can do to stop racism. I just believe that it's going to get better. We've already gotten better over the years. So from basically having blacks not being able to, you know, sit in the same classroom as almost a white person, and now we have a black president. So, and it's not even just black people, just in general. I don't think it's necessarily going to get better as long as we're ignorant. As long as we're ignorant, it's not going to get better.